Hi, my name is Denis and today I'm going to provide an overview of Panopto and show you a demo of our video platform. I've been working for Panopto since 8 years and I'm responsible for our customers in the German-speaking region, Scandinavia, as well as Eastern Europe for our universities and colleges and schools. So let's start with the most basic question. What is actually Panopto? So some of you may be familiar with Panopto's roots as a lecture capture platform. Well, that's what we are best known for, but it's a sort of incomplete picture of our product, if you like. So Panopto is a complete video platform for managing, capturing, and streaming all of your institution's video. So it's simply described more in two parts, if you like. So first, Panopto is a video content management system. In other words, a secure place to manage all of your videos. And second, Panopto includes professional recording and live streaming apps and hardware that are easy to use as consumer screen recording software. So Panopto is the trusted video platform vendor for every shape and size of academic institutions. So massive schools such as Michigan University, which have over 40,000 students, they rely on Panopto, but also schools with 1,000 students like Offord do. So top international schools like the National University of Singapore use Panopto, and this is just a small snippet of our over 1,500 higher educational customers around the globe. Panopto transforms your lectures into one integrated, learner-centric ecosystem. So it's your central hub that integrates all your video conferences with your learning management system, such as Moodle, Blackboard, Canvas, and so on, and automatically preserving live lectures and meetings and transforming them into interactive, searchable assets right inside your learning management system. So many students, they won't even know that they're using Panopto when they watch a video and search within the LMS. They simply have what they need, when they need it, and wherever they are. If that sounds powerful, well, it is. And here are some facts about our company. So Panopto was founded back in 2007, and today we have more than 170 employees and 6 offices around the world. We are hosting today more than 1.6 billion minutes of video in our cloud solution. We are streaming more than 1,650 years worth of video every month. We are used by 22 of the top 25 universities on the Higher Times Educational World University ranking in 2021. And we have been recognized by the Gartner as a leader in video management for the last 4 years running. And last but not least, in a survey by our European customers, we scored 9.6 out of 10 or higher for 4 years in a row for our great customer support. Our 5 top use cases across the globe, which our customers are using us for, are video management and search, lecture capture, flipped classroom, student assessments, and broadcasting campus events. Right, we've seen enough of slides, so let's just do the rest in a demo. So each of our customers receives their own domain name. If you are hosted in the cloud, our cloud is the AWS cloud in Ireland under EU data regulations. You will be able to set up your integrations with your preferred learning management system and or SSO system, depending on how you want to set up the system. I'm going to log in just now with a teacher account into Panopto. That could be simply your, for example, Moodle login you normally use to get into Moodle or any other system. So here I'm now logged in as a creator in the Panopto world. This is the dashboard, the front end from Panopto. Depending on your role, you will get to see different amounts of content. Typically, you would see all the course folders which you're enrolled to. That is the same for a student. So if the student is enrolled into 5 courses, then typically that student would get to see all the course material from his or her 5 courses. If you would like to record a new piece of content, then you simply go into the course folder you would like to create content in, and then now you can either upload media by simply clicking the drag and drop functionality from Panopto. So I'm just uploading a test video. So this is our travel policy from Panopto, which I'm uploading into my course folder right now. And that video can then be viewed by accessing your course folder very simply in here. It's at the moment processing, so we save every single video in 3 different formats. It's a web version, a tablet version, and a mobile version, and we get it ready for adaptive streaming, and we make it searchable for any spoken and any written word on screen. This is the uploading functionality in Panopto. You can also create a new video from scratch, for example, by using our product Panopto Capture, which is a browser-based recorder. So here, the only thing you need to do as a user, you pick and choose a microphone, you pick and choose a camera source depending on what's attached to your PC, and you pick and choose, for example, a window or a Chrome tab, or the entire screen, depending on your use case. Once you have chosen your sources, you simply click record. And that recording will appear in the student's course folder automatically. So if I go back to my course folder, I can see I have 2 videos in here. One is the video which I uploaded, the other one is the video which I just recorded. Looking at a video which has been recorded previously as a multi-stream format, so very similar setup than what I've done just now. So here you can see we have one camera pointing at the speaker and the other camera is recording a PowerPoint presentation at the moment. The student has the ability to switch around the sources to make the streams bigger for accessibility reasons. We also have created automatically a table of content here on the left-hand side. We also have created subtitles for the video automatically. Those subtitles can be created in several different languages, such as Polish and English and German, for example. If you're a teacher, if you're a student, and you would like to find content in your video library, that's very, very easy. You can search across all the videos you have access to. So if I'm searching for the keyword math, for example, I would be able to find content which contains the keyword math. So in here, I can see the keyword math appeared in that video at minute, I think it was 28. So I can jump straight into that video at that specific timestamp, which is needed for me as a user, which I was looking for revision or preparation for my exam. So here you can see the keyword math was spoken and also appears at the subtitles, hence why I can jump straight to that point in the video. That solves one of the major issues by having to search or watch an entire video for an hour or 2 hours to find the right moment in time. Searchability is super, super important for users, especially students. As a teacher, you have also the ability to look at your own course statistics. So if I just pick one course and I look at the analytics, I can see over the last 30 days, 90 days, anytime or custom range, for instance, what has been happening in my course. Do actually people, like students, watch my video content, and how often do they do so? So here you get all the videos in that course folder, and you can see that we had 138 unique viewers watching that one video, for example. If you click on the video itself, you get a heat map, so you can see where people viewed more or less times, and when there was a drop-off rate, where they commented, where they made notes. And you can also see the users who were logged in, who they are. You can anonymize all your statistics if that is needed and wanted. So there's a lot of flexibility. It's very easy to handle if you want to create a single video with several different streams. You can live stream, you can create playlists, and you can simply upload existing video content. I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much for your patience and your time, and enjoy the rest of the session.
Hi there, I'm Ashley Wright, a sales engineer for Panopto. I'm going to give you an overview of Moodle and Panopto and how they work together. So I'm logged in here as an academic or a teacher, lecturer. I've got the edit mode on, as you can see there. And I've got a number of courses or modules that I teach. I'm going to show you this chemistry one. So with the integration between Moodle and Panopto, all the academics or teachers are creators in Moodle, and all students are viewers of Panopto videos. And the synchronization happens automatically every time a user logs in. So they change courses within the institution. The next time they log in, all that will be resolved and they get access to the correct course, which will have the correct videos within it from Panopto. As an academic, I can decide where I want these videos to appear here. I can add them to activities such as discussions, and I can create assessments. Essentially, I'll have an area here where all my videos are available for students to access. I can pop out to the full page by clicking on that, or I can view them here as a list. And this shows you all the videos that have been uploaded and have been processed by Panopto automatically. And again, the process of doing this is pretty simple. If I want to do an ad hoc recording like I'm doing now to camera, I can select Panoptos for Windows or for Mac if I was on a Macintosh. If I want to just do it in the browser, which is really easy to do and quick, I can use Panopto Capture. And then if I have existing video MP4s in other repositories, whether they're online in SharePoint or in Google or wherever they may be in the cloud or on my local machine, I can just click Upload Media and populate this area. So this area is available for all students to access. To access the video, you just click on it and it will open, and you can click play and away you go. Within a particular element or part of the course, you can also add Panopto videos, like I said, into activities. So, for example, this video here has been placed within a discussion forum. So the idea for this, from a teaching perspective, is that you want the students to watch this first, absorb, understand what's going on with this particular video and the content within it. And then after that, they've been given a task. So I've asked them to, in less than 250 words, cover these areas. And again, you can see one student has, if I click on the response there, I can see that Brad has responded, and he's under his 64 words, so he's very concise. And again, I can view the activity of all the students in here. So essentially, you have an automated process for presenting all the videos in a particular course to students, which would be in this area. It doesn't have to be called Panopto videos. You can brand it and call it something else. You know, my institution's videos or online teaching and learning, whatever you want to call it, that's appropriate. But essentially, it's all there available for you. And it's up to you as an academic how you decide to incorporate that in your teaching and learning. So you can also have quizzes. So you can populate a quiz within a video, which then a student takes, and once they've taken it, the results are posted back to the gradebook area within Moodle. You can also allow students to upload video submissions. That's really useful for students. You know, might want to record it on one of these things, an iPhone, and then post it into the course, which might then be assessed. So again, it's all part of the workflow. It's made nice and easy for you to use it and for students to have access to it. And that's how it works in Moodle. Thank you. And in this video clip, I'm going to give you an overview of Blackboard and how Panopto looks within the Blackboard virtual learning environment or learning management system. So what you're looking at now is me logged in as an academic or a lecturer. This is the typical view you get in Ultra. So this is a typical course. This is chemistry. It's been divided into various areas. What you notice here is an area called Panopto recordings. So once you license Panopto and it is integrated into Blackboard, an area will automatically appear here. But essentially, with the integration, you click on Panopto recordings, it opens the Panopto area and basically will show you all of the recordings that have taken place for this particular course. So any academic who's enrolled into this course or any student or participant who's enrolled will automatically have access to this area. It's all managed with the synchronization and integration between Blackboard and Panopto, so you don't have to worry about that. It automatically appears. And whether you capture lecture recordings using remote recorders or automate that system, they will appear in here automatically. Or you can record them as I'm doing now. I'm doing a recording to a webcam. You can use Panopto for Windows or Panopto for Macintosh client. Use that, download that. Or the quickest way is to do what I'm doing now is just to use the web browser. It's really easy to do. You can also upload additional videos and material in here as well, create playlists and so on. You've got all these options in here. So once you look at, once you've got the integration working, that's how it works. It's pretty straightforward. Again, you can then point students to come here, so they would come here automatically to the recordings. Or additionally, wherever you have access to the text editor, like this one in here, this is just a page in Blackboard. Basically, you can add content in anywhere where you have access to the editor. So you just select this and then go and find your relevant video by using this option here. And again, this will give you the full list of all the videos which I've just shown you. So basically, you can have one area where everything's posted automatically, or you can add video elements into anywhere where you have access to the editor. So you could create an assessment, you can create a discussion, could be a journal, whatever, a bit of learning and teaching where you have access to the editor. You can embed a video and students can see it. So it's as simple as that. What I'll do now is I shall show you the student perspective. I'll cut this bit. So I'm now logged in as a student called Jack Finch. Again, similar to the academic view, I would have a list of courses here which are automated from your system. The Panopto recording element is automated. As you can see, this has a slightly different look. You can't edit these areas. I can decide whether or not I've completed all these activities. But for example, if I wanted to look at a Panopto video within a discussion, I can do that quite simply by visiting this discussion area, which my academic has set up. I can click the video, and away we go. I'm watching the video. Once I've watched the video, I could then complete the discussion task, which is shown here. So this is showing you that you can have Panopto videos in an area which are captured automatically or added to by the academic, but you can also incorporate this in your learning teaching activities, such as a discussion forum. And again, this is a Panopto recording area, which lists every recording that's taking place for this particular course. So whether you're an academic or a student, it's all automated. It's all based on your enrolment in the system. You don't have anything to do. You just log in as normal, and Panopto appears, and it's part of the normal workflow of teaching and learning. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dean Offord, Solutions Engineer here at Panopto EMEA. I wanted to give you a quick rundown of the integration that we have with Microsoft Teams and Panopto. Microsoft Teams is a unified communications platform used by education and enterprise institutions all around the world, and Panopto has developed a unique integration in which we can view content and share content very easily entirely within the Microsoft Teams platform itself. Now, as an example, we're going to look at Introduction to Smart Cities. And this example, as a solutions engineer, I need to understand some technical elements of this presentation. So as soon as I open the video, I have auto captioning already enabled for myself here, in which I've switched on to here. And we can also see the video has started playing from Teams inside this embedded view. What's also great is that I can also change the way that I'm viewing this content, whether it's the lecturer doing the presentation here, and this now makes the PowerPoint smaller, or make the PowerPoint bigger, and we have a picture-in-picture. But I can also do a side-by-side here as well, when viewing the content at exactly the same time. You may have noticed as well in our embedded player, we have our play. We can skip in 15-second intervals. We have our volume. We can also open the video inside Panopto if we wanted to in our main player. We can switch the captions on and off. We can also change the playback speed and also full screen. If your permissions allow it, you can also download this video as an MP4, but this is switched off by default, but users can have that ability if you find this useful to switch on. What's also really great is this little arrow here, and this is also very unique to Panopto. Because Panopto's technology is synchronizing the presentation and also the PowerPoint slides, we have this index of selectable content. If I select, for example, technical challenges as a solutions engineer, that's the point I need to understand the most. We're now playing this particular part. This is really great because we can navigate through the content very simply. I can also see any discussion threads that have been happening, any notes that I need to make, and also I can still search any elements inside the video. So if I search in here, we can then see every time technical comes up. And this is thanks to the technology that we use, auto speech recognition, otherwise known as ASR, and optical character recognition, also known as OCR. So inside here, from playing this video, I can full screen, I'm watching the technical challenges. And what this means is that I found the content and I'm watching the content that I need to do fully within Teams. When I exit from here, we're still within Teams, and that also means that we haven't left the Teams portal. This is really important because we're saving lots of time, and we're also providing a one-stop shop for Teams to host all of this content and also communication. Our smart search functionality is also in here. If I was to look for a particular lecture and type in lecture, it's now connecting again through Panopto through this integration. And every time the word lecture in the title, description, or maybe it's in the speech recognition or character recognition will then appear. And I can then select the guest lecture, for example. It's now opening up in our embedded player view, loading the content. And again, we've got captions, and I'm now watching the lecture as a user. This is fundamentally the core of our integration. We also have different options where I can open up our capture to make a recording myself, like I'm doing right now. You can upload media or schedule different recordings or see folder file structures as a user or an administrator. What we can also do is send this information to a user. So my colleague, Ashley, who's also an engineer, I found that particular guest lecture quite useful. So I'm now going to open the Panopto tab with our 3 dots because we've integrated it here. And I know the term is now guest lecture. So what is now happening inside the chat functionality is it's loading up guest lecture, in which I can then send the exact video that I was just viewing. I can then say to Ashley that this is an important video and please check this out. So I've now sent a one-to-one chat, and now we can go into Teams. And I can also do exactly the same style, but we have different posts in which I can start a new conversation and send a video, in which I've already done a few examples here. But we can also do, let's say, film studies in our particular chat. I can then select Panopto videos. We can add this again through the integration in our app. We select Panopto videos. And now what I've done is I've actually pinned a particular folder from the portal with a series of videos which are related to the film studies. I can also select something like shot compositions. I'm now playing at a point in which I was viewing earlier. So now we have our content. I can see the player is fully interactive. And finally, again, if I wanted to open this in Panopto, I can click this arrow, view it myself.